It's not creepy to date 18-year-olds. It's not creepy to date 19-year-olds. It's not weird to prefer 18 or 19-year-olds.
Why don't you have a seat right there, Buzz? I don't know which Discord mod told you this, but they're wrong. It is creepy. It's very creepy to be waiting in the high school pickup line for your girlfriend. Because here's the thing. If you find 19-year-olds attractive, then it stands to reason that you will also find some 18-year-olds attractive, which you agree. And if you find 18-year-olds attractive, then it also stands to reason you will find some 17-year-olds attractive. It's a lot like the minimum wage. We know you would go lower if you could. It's why we have those laws there in the first place. And we know this because studies show that 40% of teen pregnancies in 15-year-old girls are to a father aged 20 to 29. In fact, a quarter of all teenage pregnancies are to a man in his 20s. Now, I know, Buzz, you'll say that that's not you. You're not like that. You're not one of those men.
I think people that go after 15, 16, even 17, you're a fucking monster.
See, it's all rather simple. 17, you're a monster. 18, totally not creepy. And I'm sure that you can elaborate at length the detailed, complex, scientific, biological process that magically happens immediately on the stroke of midnight of a young girl's 18th birthday, that everyone else on the planet is blissfully unaware of, but yet still somehow prevents you from ever being attracted to a child. But if it isn't creepy, why'd you keep putting a disclaimer on it?
It's not a weird thing for someone my age or even a little older to date 18-year-old girls at all. My last relationship, I was 26, she was 18. I just met her when she was 18. So don't go spreading rumors. But that's not weird.
He swears he was only attracted to her once she was 18, not a moment before. Now, Buzz insists that this is really all about body count, and he just doesn't want a woman who slept with 100 guys. But sex once with 100 people is the same as 100 times with one person. So what happens after you reach that limit within the first few months of your relationship? Do you just plan on being sexless forever? Because if that's the case, then this video nailed it. Mission accomplished. But there's another obvious problem with this defense.
That's not weird. I didn't know her body count was more than mine at 18. If I knew that, I would have stayed far away.
See, Buzz just dates the lowest possible age he can legally date because he prefers a low body count. But also, age has nothing to do with body count. Now, this is normally where I would pull up studies, showing that men who think like this often endorse other problematic attitudes. But Buzz made my life easy by just openly saying it.
This is how you should market and advertise for Blue Chew. Let me tell you guys something, man. I took a Blue Chew one time in my life, right before I went on a 14-hour drive from North Carolina to Connecticut. Let me tell you something. I've never been bricked up in my life like this. In my life. I was about to pull over and have my way with a live gazelle or something. For 14 hours, bro. Talk about, call your doctor. Nah, dog, nah. Nah, I was about to have my way with a amphibian. I was rabid. Just to have my way with my tailpipe. I was just ready to take a bite out of something. That's how Blue Chew affects you.
The mystery is not why Blue Chew don't choose to advertise their product with, "I'm so bricked, I could assault an animal." That, rather concerningly, should be a matter of obvious common sense. The mystery is why Buzz doesn't see that as a problem. Or why the best scenario he can imagine for taking a Blue Chew is one in which he is on the road alone by himself for 14 hours, and not, say, with someone else, the entire reason for taking a Blue Chew. Actually, forget that. That's not much of a mystery at all. Nor is it a mystery why in his imaginary ad where he takes and recommends Blue Chew that he takes time to reassure us he doesn't need to take it. His drive is perfectly fine twice. Sort of the same way he keeps reassuring us that dating teenagers isn't creepy. But here's my challenge for all the men that regurgitate this crap. Commit to the bit. If you're going to insist on this patriarchal nonsense that you want chaste, demure teenagers because it's a symbol of your potent alpha bro swagger, then follow through. Go the whole way. Go ask her dad first. Go talk to her father and tell him that you want to make love to his teenage daughter, and do you have his permission to date her? I mean, if it's not creepy, if it's not problematic, then there shouldn't be an issue, right? Just a sign of your commitment to those traditional patriarchal values and good old-fashioned respect. Oh, no? You're not willing to do that? Yeah, because you know as well as we do, it's very creepy.